Welcome back to part 11, I think. Yeah, probably. Uh, a bit late to recording this, but hopefully it's not out too late. Yeah, let's continue, finish this run, and maybe get some plot stuff going on. And then on the next run, we'll do the haunted house definitely. Let's also check if we have any. Right, there's just one Emma left. Yeah. Next time maybe, or once we get through this ending, if we get anything new. Oh, didn't mean to go there. Okay, continue. Let's check if I'm recording. Yeah, good. Good. Day is over, and this was 9th. Okay, sure. Nothing new there, so let's go for a walk with Saber, and probably trigger some plot stuff finally. There are no signs of life at the temple gate. There aren't any noticeable changes here. This mountain is almost an hour away from town, and has always been wrapped in silence. Battles from Stay Night. I have been to Ryudo's temple with Saber before, but this is the first time we're visiting at this hour since the last Holy Grail War. I wonder. No way it would happen with just me alone, but with Saber around, I'm starting to zone out a little. This has to be the spot where they fought. Oh. The end of something is sleeping.
Shiro.
Was that referring to? I don't know.
悪い、考え事をしてた。何か感じるか、セイバー。
不穏な空気は感じません。何か新しい異常があるとしても、ここが襲われるというのは考えづらい。
Maybe.
何しろキャスターの根城ですからね。外敵に対する防御は完璧でしょう。彼女は聖杯戦争が終わった後でも他のサーバントを警戒していますから。
This is true. She is one of the most secretive or competent bunch in that sense.
ああ、たまに竜道寺で話すけど、いまいち遠巻きな感じだしな。久月先生の言うことには、普通の近所付き合いに慣れてないだけだから多めに見てくれだそうだけど。
Right. Distance is a good word for it. She's keeping her distance, emotionally at least. Well, when you think of her backstage plotting, it is a little hard to suddenly start being friendly with each other.
で、セイバーはキャスターをどう思う？今回の異常に関わってると思うか？
I don't know what Saber thinks of Caster, but I very much bow down before her because we got that great costume for Saber, even if she was kind of forced into it. But great costume. Would love to get a figure of that eventually.
擁護するわけではありませんが、彼女の仕業ではないでしょう。仮に聖杯戦争が再開されたところで、彼女には叶えるべき願いはない。
そうだな。この状況が続いてほしいと思ってるのは俺たちよりキャスターの方が上かもしれない。あいつにとっては今まで得られなかった平和だもんな。
True, and she kind of just fell in love with Kuzuki, and this is the peaceful, happy married life she very much would want with him. Well, putting that aside,
外敵への守りは完璧って アサシン以外にも何か仕掛けてあるのか？
Wasn't it the caster class that had the like I forget what it was officially called in Stay Night, the area or castle or home base defense like class bonus or something?
ええ、神経質なまでの防御結界です。初めから三門の守護者として呼び出されたアサシンはともかく、戦時下でもないというのに、一月ごとに仕掛けが増えている。
Hmm. We do like traps. I very much enjoy in Fate Zero. I think it's quite early on, like episode I don't know 3-4, where we get to see the inside of the hotel with the numerous traps there placed by El Malloy. That was really fun looking. I hope we'd get to see more stuff like that.
ここまで来ると、守りのためではなく、趣味で実験。
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to.
ここまで来ると、守りのためではなく、趣味で実験しているのではと勘ぐってしまうほどだ。
Perhaps, probably. So that's what's making you distrust Caster. Supposing that, by some accident, Caster did become friends with Saber, they'd have this sort of relationship where they would quarrel with each other outside of public view all the time. Yeah.
しかしまあ、それなら中まで探る必要はないな。異常はないだろうし、逆に藪をつつくことになりかねない。
I don't know. I haven't played like all the events in Grand Order. Maybe there's like some event dialogue there where Caster and Saber get to hang out with each other more. That would be kind of fun to see because it's kind of hard to imagine their friendship. I don't know. Nothing unusual here, and I can't help but get the feeling that we'd be poking our heads into a beehive if we did. Yeah, sure. I want to avoid being mistaken for attackers. The other unlooking servants aren't going to just stand around if a fight broke out over something as insignificant as this.
そうですね。ここはアサシンに任せて町に戻りましょう。正確にやや難のある人物ですが、いたずらに非道を許す人間ではない。真剣勝負を娯楽のように仕掛けることもありますが、それと同じように平穏を楽しんでいますから。
Saber's right. As long as assassins protecting the temple gates, no suspicious characters will be entering. Whatever you say. Hey, Saber. Streets. Ooh, Caster is streets. Okay. Hello there. I love it when I hover over. Her eyes go from or do that. Yeah. Christ Caster. Ooh. You. Himuro Kane? Yeah. Himuro Kane. Right there. That's cool. Sakura. Okay. Well, we just had we're just talking about you, so let's do something different. And you were with us in the previous scene, so we won't do that now. I guess yeah. Let's do non-servant related stuff. So I don't know why, but you just give me the vibe that you are somehow involved in the magical world. Maybe it's just the overall quiet mysteriousness of your personality. I don't know. The gate at the top of Ryudo Temple's long stairs. Also, I just realized we came here to the stairs twice in a row. long stairs. The gatekeeper here, swordsman from another time, assassin Kojiro, does not reveal himself. Instead, the one watching the gate is known as Madame among friends, a cool-eyed girl. Yeah, give me all the details about her.
やはりこんな時間にはいないか。
What do you mean?
それって一世のことか、ヒムロ。
Oh. Although it just doesn't seem likely that she would have anything other than student council matters with his say.
ああ、エミヤか。寺のことは親しいのであったな。
Like, you know, this kind of stuff. She just makes the titles, refers people in a weird ways, and everything about her is so very mysterious. Son of the temple.
腐れ縁というか、なんというか。ヒムロもお寺に用があるのか？
Like, yeah, I realized that this means, this refers to Issei, yeah. I know. Temples interest you as well. Something on the temple gate she was watching must have piqued her interest. Perhaps that's Aun. I don't know how to pronounce that. Aun? I feel like it would be one of these would be a long vowel. Aun? Aun? Probably Aun. Aun statue is the work of the famous Buddhist image maker of the Kamakura period. Is that what she's thinking?
ユキカが見たと言っていたのだが。
見た？
お侍の姿をした人がいたと。牧寺は幽霊かと怯えていたが、怪しいものだ。
It would be funny if all her mysteriousness would also, like, just simply be that she's hiding the fact that she's some otaku or something. Because seems like she's interested in this supposed samurai here. Maybe it's just that she's interested in the cult as a whole. That would be Kojiro. It's not like I can tell her, but calling him a ghost isn't that far off, yeah? They do be called ghost liners. But why would Sagusa be able to see him? Something children are more perceptive to the supernatural. Or maybe she's, I don't know, would be fun reveal if she was like a descendant of some household with mystic eyes or something.
だが寺に幽霊、それも正門に宿るなど考えられない。もしいるのなら、この寺の功徳が足りない証拠だ。
Yeah, well, that is kind of what's happening, so, you know, it is what it is.
そっち向きじゃないらしいから、家事祈祷や大麻釈伏は不得意とか。
宗派はともかく、高徳の僧がいれば、怨霊もいたずらに近づけまい。
幽霊なら夜来ないと見えないんじゃないのか？
逆だ。夜の暗がりで何かを見間違えば幽霊と錯覚する。
Why do we have a reasonable person here making reasonable sentences form?
であれば、日の光の下でなら見間違う何かがわかる。幽霊の正体見たり枯れおばなだ。
I see. That's the voice of reason. Insane pan. Okay. Unfortunately for an intellectual like Himuro, there actually is a ghost here. Himuro is looking around the temple gate once again.
ただ、見間違うような何かもなかった。わからないものだ。
Indeed. Thus, being unable to find a logical explanation for this phenomenon bothers her.
本当にいるかもしれないぞ。この寺に落泊した落ち武者がいた伝承があるとか。
Hmm.
エミヤはそういう存在を信じるタイプなのか？
Well, he kinda has to.
全くいないと証明するのも難しいからな。
Yeah, I don't know if Emiya has ever really, like, obviously, the Holy Grail is a thing, and servants are something close to ghosts, but I don't know if Emiya has ever seen actual ghosts. So I don't know how much knowledge he has of the entirety of the supernatural side of the Nasuverse. Ilya or Tosaka could probably give you a ton of model evidence that they do, in fact. I get a feeling that she would try to bring all magic under one grand unified Himuro theory.
ヒムロはいないって思ってるんだろ？無神論者というか、唯物論者か？
ひどい言われようだな。私はいるのならいる理由が欲しいだけだ。神仏がそう望んだ。そんなものでも構いはしない。
I listened to her in amazement, as if being lectured by a chemistry or physics teacher. My head drops. No man should be able to match wits with her. Well, we do have pretty deep conversations sometimes.
実際にいると仮定し、郷土史や竜土寺の過去帳から正体を推測するという手もある。
Logical guess.
該当する歴史上の人物があれば、それが正体だと？
そうすれば、わずかながらも心の慰めにはなろう。
Fair, fair. I see. It's the lack of certainty that makes her anxious.
ユキカが不思議がっていたが、結局わからないままだ。不甲斐ない。
Tygus' report isn't one she can just dismiss, it seems. But what will Himuro do if Makidera starts acting up?
もしヒムロが本当に幽霊を見つけたら、
She would start asking it questions.
そこまでは考えていなかった。
He can blush. This is a huge victory. Presume that you're about to meet an unknown something that may or may not exist. Is that too tall of an order? Himuro appears to be considering her options.
いや、悩んでもわかることではないか。
Okay.
その時は専門家にでもお願いしよう。
Sure.
遠坂とか？
何を言う？この中には本職がいるではないか。足元に出る幽霊なら何とかしろとな。
That's kind of an evil look. I love it. Or I guess mischievous. I see. So that's how. Did no one tell her that there's no abilities resembling the power of Buddha in the Ryudo family? Osaka's talent runs in the family, at least.
さて、私は少し境内を巡ってくる。寺の子でも見たら捕まえて話を聞こう。
You're just gonna bother Issei.
一世は幽霊のことは知らないと思うけどな。
Yeah. Try talking to Kuzuki. He may open up because he's quite frank about everything.
東大元暮らしか。ありそうな話だ。そうなれば、おとなしくこの山に願をかけるのも悪くはない。
学業成就とか？
No, for the safety of ghosts not appearing, I guess. Someone as determined as Himuro is, has got the wish for something to that effect. However, turning around suddenly, that's it.
縁結びだ。
That uh, you can count me baffled. Didn't see that coming. Okay.
え
Yeah, me too. Words I couldn't imagine hearing came out. Love? Himuro? I mean, who?
また意外そうな顔しているな、エミヤ。私が良縁を願うのがエミヤに差し障りがあるのか？
そんなことはないけど。
あの公演の時も私が色恋の話をするのがおかしいと言いたそうであったな。実際はどうなのだ？
What time in the park? I don't remember this. Unless it's another event flag that I haven't yet done in this game. Where? Was it in the prologue? No, we were just doing ghost stories in the prologue. And the only park scene was Emi? I don't know. I don't remember anymore. It's just that it was completely out of the blue, yeah. I mean, much like the one now.
誤解してもらっては困るが、このような質問をしても別に私は君に気があるわけではないぞ。
Oh, I think my mic was a bit too low. Maybe it went too high now. Let me just put it there. Maybe it's good now, hopefully. I can edit in post, hopefully. I do not want you to take this the wrong way. Even if I am asking such questions, it is not like I'm particularly interested in you. Get correct? I mean, yeah, I didn't think that was the case. Who would you, like, out of the whole cast, even if you're not currently interested in anyone, who would be the most likely you'd go for? Like, the first idea would be Issei, but maybe that's just because he was already being talked about. But, I don't know, weirdly enough, I think you could go for Minori.
大丈夫。とりあえず味も色気もない会話だってことは理解してる。
Says the guy who has, at the very minimum, 3 girls. Probably 4 if we count Ilya. To him.
ご理解痛み入る。
Oh?
ま、恋愛も幽霊も同じだ。私はそういう陰影の多い事柄に心を惹かれる。
Okay, sure.
どちらも絵になるからな。それ以上は詮索するな。
Sure.
この寺に縁結びを願ったとしても、私の観察する恋人たちの未来のためだ。私自身の縁結びは考えたこともない。
Yeah, that's what I kind of
では、
assumed.
エミヤの良縁も一緒に願ってこよう。
Having left me with those words, she set off towards the gate at a brisk pace. What can I say? At our school, some people live in a different world. Nothing here. Okay. Oh, Makidara. Is this the time that we do? Yes. What are you up to? Station front.
エミヤ君だ。
Hello, Sagusa.
おや、
Oh,
エミヤではないか。
well, hello to you again.
エミヤ。
What a wide variety of greetings. And progressively less enthusiasm with each one.
三枝さんに氷室さんに牧寺。
I love how you don't have the honorific for Magidera. Also, are you wearing just baggy pants or like shorts that go just out of the screen?
私
Oh,
だけ呼び
skirt.
捨て
Yeah. I mean, you are a Makidera after all. Well, it wasn't intentional. It's just that Makidera-san somehow sounds wrong here.
むむ。じゃあ、マキちゃんと呼ぼうか。
気味悪すぎー。私をその名で呼んでいいのはユキッチだけだ。
Okay, Emiya, now it's your turn to call her Yukichi.
そうかな。可愛くていいと思うんだけど。
残念ながら君が言うのは似合わないな。牧寺は呼び捨てで我慢したまえ。
Thus, Judge Himuro states her final verdict.
そう、なぜか私には敵ばかり。これもできる女の宿命か。
You have no enemies. No one has any enemies. Guess it's the fate, title drop. An able girl.
しかしエミヤ、あんたこんなところで何をしている？
The real fate was Makidera all along. I don't know. What are we doing here? What does she mean? What am I do?
なぜ俺がここに？
Oh, we're in that shop. The kind of forbidden for males cutesy shop. Your guess is as good as mine.
それはこちらのセリフでもある。
もしかしてエミヤくんもこういうの好きなの？
Yes. Taigusa points to a particularly fluffy stuffed toy. I never wondered about it myself, actually. Also, I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting you to be wearing those kinds of pants, but they somehow fit you. As I look around, I never wondered about it myself, actually. As I look around, Makidera talks as if she holds my very existence in contempt. That she does.
もしかしてこいつ密かに一人で遠坂へのプレゼントを選んでいるとか？
Real question is, are we going to see Green at all during this game?
あ、遠坂さんってこういうの好きなんだ。はあ。
いや、エミヤは違うという顔をしているな。
Yeah. We're clearly here to pick this up for Ilya. A second surprise gift. Yeah, I'm sure Tosaka would prefer jewelry instead. Her needs and hobbies are directly related. This is true, but it's not like she would throw a gift away either, I don't think.
いや、遠坂じゃないんだが、こういうのが好きなのが知り合いにいるんだよ。
Saber. And Ilya.
そうなんだ。一緒にここに選びに来たりしてるの？エミヤくん。
Oh, sorry. I think I just cut out Emiya-kun. Or Emiya-kun wa. I nod, thinking back to the one time I did in the past. Oh, okay. So then, goes Makidera in an overly exaggerated tone.
ああ、見かけによらず豆だな、あんたは。
甘い巻きの字。そういうところが彼の陰徳であり、思わぬチャームポイントでもある。奥様受けする魅力だな。
The thing that appeals to the potential mother-in-law.
そうだよ。エミヤくんは優しい人なんだよね。
How did we get here again? And so, the fact that I'm in a stuffed toy shop dawns upon me once more.
ユキッチ、今日は何かいいものあった？
うん。ちょっと可愛いのはあったけど、また今度にしよっかな。
そうか。なら次に行こうではないか。
Can I follow? And the three ladies start walking. Great, now I can escape. With that, great, now I can escape. With that, I flee from the store. From now on, let's try not to wander around like that. Sure. Oh,
今月の陸馬が出てたか。
yeah?
ああ、国際陸上とバランスボールトレか。
Okay. I think we have never seen this CG background before. Sure.
ちゃんとチェックしてるんだな、牧寺も。
Oh, we did go with them.
そりゃもうアスリートとして当然。なんでエミヤが？
I meet Makidera once again inside the bookstore. I wonder if we're just taking the same path or if we just decided to stop by the same place in the word. Oddly enough, the two of us are now standing side by side in the same magazine section.
日村と三枝もまだ一緒か？
ユキッチはあっち。
Yup, there's Sagusa, standing over there reading some hefty manga volume. It looks like she's only skimming through it, though.
ヒムロはあれ。まあ何読んでんのかね、あいつ。
Hmm.
また心理学か何かかね。
Himuro is rummaging through the new releases section.
そういうエミヤは何を探しに来ているんだよ。
That is the real question.
ああ、弓道書か？
No.
いや、DIY 関係と料理雑誌とか。
That makes so much sense.
やっ
Just
ぱ
a
り
moment.
生活習がにじみ出てるな、あんたは。
And I'm back. DIY, yeah, sure. Oh, give me a break. I used to read some specialized magazines in the past, just like she's doing now, but ended up never subscribing to any of them.
エミヤ、こっち来るな。気が散る。
Okay.
ひどい言われ方だな。とにかく、お前の本探しを邪魔する気はないよ。
奇遇は重なるものだな。エミヤがまた牧寺と出会うとは。
Himuro notices me right as I'm about to leave, and now that it would look odd if I just ran out, I wait for Saigusa to come over too.
あれ、またエミヤくんと一緒だ。
Good afternoon.
どうもこいつは私たち3人のうち誰かに気があるらしいな。
Yes.
牧野寺、その論法だと第一の候補者は君だぞ。
No. Himuro quips pointedly. A joke of the colossal kind.
マキちゃんってエミヤくんが好きなの？
Oh.
逆だ、そんな面白おかしい事態があるわけない。
だとしよう。それなら真っ先に声をかけた牧寺にエミヤが惚れているとなる。
No. This is fun. However, Saigusa's cheeks are already burning red. Her naive nature must have not caught on to the joke yet. She's more red than Saigusa, but sure.
ない、マーベラスナッシング。見ろよ、エミヤもないって目で語ってんだろ。ビーム出るぐらい。
Sure, whatever reference to some random, probably mecha anime. What that is, yeah.
だいたいさ、エミヤの好みって言ったらカネの方じゃないの？
Or maybe some game. I don't know. Out of these 3 Emiya's type would... I don't know, it would probably be it would probably be Saikusa.
かもしれないな。だとしたらエミヤ、なかなか君は女を見る目がある。
True. If I had to say, she would be the choice out of these three. Yeah.
そうなの？私じゃないですよね。
I can't tell whether she's relieved or disturbed.
いや、まず将を陰と欲せば馬をいいよ。孤児に習えばエミヤの狙いはユキか君かもしれない。
私は馬？エミヤ、お前ユキカを泣かせたら通覚を持って生まれてきたことを後悔させるぞ。
Make you wish you were never born. I think she said the word tsukaku, which means the sense of feeling, right? I'll make you regret you were ever born with the feeling of, or the sense of feeling. Sure. Or touch, feeling? I don't know. As I remain silent, the three of them get more and more excited. I see. These three make for one well-balanced party. Yeah, they do.
しかしこれは単なる偶然であろう。見ろ、エミヤが泣きそうな顔をしている。
I would kind of want to see a sprite of Emiya crying.
だよね。
はあ、まったく怖い思いをさせやがる。
It needs more Emiya sprites. I don't know if we've ever had any Emiya sprites. I know we've had Emiya in some PGs, obviously, but yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth.
おお、やっぱり陸上中距離はこのフレームが主流だな。レンズはレーザーレッドかな。
あ、サングラスのこと？
おお、やはりこのクラスの選手は多いものだな。もっとも私には不便なものだ。
The three have gathered around the magazine Makidara is holding, each one of them having something to say. I glance over and see a wide variety of runners I wear.
そうだよね。カネちゃんメガネだもんね。
そうなると土入りか。あれ高いぜ。
Yeah. Prescription sunglasses, and sports ones at that, must be even more expensive. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't have eyeglasses or sunglasses really ever. So I don't know exactly, but I know that they can get very expensive. I would like to say that the track and field has seen new technology come in, whereas archery has remained basically the same since the olden times. But then, even bows have improved with the usage of carbon fibers. Yeah. As I'm lost in thoughts like these, Saigusa happily...
これ、マキちゃん似合いそうだよね。
そうかな。ヒムロはどう思う？
I kind of want a sprite with them wearing sports glasses.
微妙なところだな。エミヤはどうだ？
え、俺？
Yeah. Makidara with sunglasses. I let my imagination run wild for a moment. I don't know why, but when I imagine Makidara with sunglasses, I get the what's his name? The main character from School Rumble comes to my mind. I'll put a picture of him on the screen. Somehow I get the vibe that Makidara would look like him wearing sunglasses.
まんまアメコミの女悪役だな。
Harima? Yeah, probably. Harima is probably the name.
おー
Either way, perhaps it was a little too accurate.
そうかな。それはかっこいいってことだよね。
You know what? I really hope that the 1,000 yen Emma is a picture of Magidera as an American villainess wearing sunglasses.
エミヤの言いたいことはわかる。確かに目が隠れれば自然と人相は悪く見える。
なんでそこで黒ひょうみたいで俊敏かつ柔軟でかっこいいと素直に言えないのか。
So she just wanted a compliment. What's this? What's this? I thought she was only violent, but she has a cute side too. Or does she?
まあ、俺よりはマギデラの方が似合うだろ
当たり前だっちゅうの。エミヤにしてみろ。私が悪人ならこいつは小悪党だ。
二人ともお揃いだったらどうかな。
Hey.
さしずめ、犯罪組織の女ボスと部下だな。
Henchman. And she is my boss? Beautiful.
あ、二人とも泣かせちゃった。
こんな上司持ちたくない。
こんな部下を持ちたくない。
同僚の方が良かったか。
Very fun voice acting.
それも嫌。
That was very fun. Okay. Oh, there is something new here. This might be plot stuff. But since we have nothing else to do, let's just go for it. With Saber. Oh. This is one day too early, but last time we died here. This time we might survive because we have Saber with us. Saber, please block. Was it Archer's arrow? Okay. Here we go. Crossing the bridge, we head over to Shinto. There's nobody on the pedestrian walkway at this hour. Tonight, with no cars on the roadway, the sound of the breeze from the sea echoes around us.
懐かしいな。あの時もこうやってセイバーと教会に行ったんだっけ。
ええ。まだマスターの自覚がなかった素人。まだあなたのサーバントになっていなかった私と。まだ敵であったリン。こうして振り返ると、さぞおかしな三人組だったのでしょうね。
Yeah? Saber chuckles. Both of us are laughing from the memories of that night half a year ago. I remember it even now. No, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. This is true because your life is going to end very soon, so there's no time to forget. That night was special. All of the time I spent with Saber during the Holy Grail War was special. But that night was the beginning of it all.
けど、セイバー不機嫌だったよな。あの夜は初対面であんまり話せなかったけど、教会に向かうときは輪をかけて無言だったっていうか。
不機嫌にもなります。今だから言いますが、あの扱いには怒りを覚えたものです。変装させるのなら、他にやりようがあったのではないですか？
I see. Milady's Saber was displeased by the yellow raincoat, Then again, she is using it quite often. Is that some type of silent protest against me?
何やら言いたいことがあるようですね。いいでしょう。あの時の謝罪を兼ねて、ここで
Hmm?
決着を。しろ。
Uh-oh, archer arrow. Oh, now we can see it actually. So it's coming from that direction. Right, from Shinto, from the top of the highest building where Archer and Bryn were scouting. And we managed to block it? Question mark. Sword bounces against light. The aftershock causes the air and the bridge supports to vibrate.
下がって。敵サーバントの攻撃です。
Ooh, the second shot. I cannot grasp what's happening. Saber stands in front of me, repelling the incoming bolts of light with her sword. Where they are coming from, I can't tell.
敵サーバントだって。
Are they just bolts of light, magical energy, or are they arrows?
くそ、一体どこのドイツが。
The third shot. Saber once again deflected the bolt of light. This is not good. That one was definitely more powerful than before. He managed to defend against the last shot, but if the rest keep increasing in force, how long will Saber be able to hold out? If Saber were alone, he would move forward while deflecting the bolts and could probably take the sniper down before she is defeated. But the one being targeted is me. The moment Saber moves away, I will be pierced right through. As long as Saber is protecting me, she can't move forward. No. In the worst case, we may not even be able to retreat to Miyama. And because of me, one of these shots will... Cool.
シロ、敵の攻撃は私が防ぐ。今はそのまま動かないでください。
The fourth shot. There is urgency in her voice. The enemy knows that I am her weakness. Saber takes an unreasonable posture as she deflects the bolts of light raining down on her wide-open Emiyashiro. At this rate, Saber is going to lose. I know what needs to be done. I feel like you're gonna just start running forward. And before he jumps to the water. In short, defending myself is my own responsibility. Good. But can you, though? I focus my nerves. I could see the incoming shots, and if they can be seen, they can be stopped. Unless it's a gay bulk. The old me may not be capable of it, but the Emiyashiro that survived through the Holy Grail War must have the experience and ability to make that possible. Ooh. And then the fifth and final shot. Saber is knocked off her feet. No doubt about it. These bolts of light are long-range shots using a noble phantasms. No matter how powerful she may be, Saber cannot defend against long-range sharpshooting where each bullet is a noble phantasm. So are we saying this is Gilgamesh then? If Saber were alone, she could have avoided any number of them without having to deflect them with her sword.
セイラー、危ない。
ダメだシロ、私なら一撃くらい。
No, you can't. Uh-oh, new one coming. Saber will be defeated by the sixth shot. That is the conclusion drawn from this method of defense.
なめるな、俺だって。
Okay, give your best shot, I say shakily. I can watch my own back. I glare at our attacker. I see the light being fired, aimed at my forehead. I see it. Now that I see it, next I Uh-oh. What? Oh no. I totally forgot. What was I supposed to do next? Ooh. Well, fuck. Um, Saber? I screwed up. What was it? What did I do wrong? Was I forgetting something, or have I not learned something yet? Interesting. Where had I missed the fundamental part of the skills possessed by the man named Himuro? This is very, very mysterious and intriguing. My brain comes oozing out from the hole in my forehead. Ooh, headshot. Hmm. I can't really hear what she is saying. What should have been done? What should have been done? What was it that I forgot? My mind is becoming distant. I drop out of the race without even reaching the 4th day. This still wasn't enough. Perhaps I couldn't use it because I hadn't tried it and just took knowing it for granted. Now, where do I go to fully grasp the fundamental abilities of Miyashiro? Why are we talking in third person? I mean, I understand it kinda, but maybe there's more to it. Dead, bad, end. That's definitely a name for a bad ending. Defeated. Something is missing. Who am I? To restore the memory, I must understand once again. Okay. That certainly was a bad end. Didn't even reach the 4th day. So, judging by the end card tip, whatever flag that is, we are missing some memories that we should have, or we think we should have. Yeah, practically game telling us that we need to do some event before we are able to go past the bridge without dying. We get money. No, lucky. Oh boy. Well, that was definitely that, and even Saber wasn't enough. That's problematic. I wonder if the thing we are missing is like actual memories from the 5th Holy Grail War, or if like have we forgotten what we were able to do in, let's say, unlimited Bladeworks route with replicating swords, for example, or something, or if that's simply talking about knowledge from this game we should eventually have. So yeah, not sure whether it is Emir's previous memories, the old, or something, or a new memories yet to have achieved or learned. Either way, let's start again and see if we get any Bazette stuff here. We dialogue Mobius link. I think that was a name previously, but I forget if there was a 3. How many resurrections does this make? I wonder. I can hear voices. They curse at me. The one who, while sinking into death, fell past it again and again. Unable to escape death, they cry that it's unfair that I get to live again. Hmm. My entire body hurts. Hurts enough to suffocate. The voices of accusations beset me. Die. Give up. Serves you right. I can't see. They grow stronger each time I hear them. I want to die. I can't stand this. Filthy, disgusting. I can't see anything. I want to die. I don't want to hear this. If I have to go through this, I don't want to come back to life. But I even got used to that. Die. Then get it over with. Kill me. Laughable. Then go ahead and enjoy yourself. Repent. Yes, I've already repented again and again. It's your fault. Right, it's all somebody's fault. Disgusting. That's because I'm not dressed up, okay? Inhuman. This mirror is foggy. Demon. Yes, that's right. A human isn't capable of doing this. There goes something. Something that has come to my mind. Like obviously, this feels like a very far-fetched idea considering what we learn in Stay Night. But like, what if Shiro is the or the version the servant that Beset has is some version of Shiro? Like I know we already know what is going to happen with Shiro eventually, but like at least if he follows down a certain path. But you know, there could be other variants that I've ever learned of those in any other media. I don't think. Maybe I have. I don't know. But it's possible that Shiro will one path would lead Shiro become the Avenger, even if we already learned that the Avenger is just one of the villagers from the way past when, uh, just cursed and forced to take upon these curse and become kinda Angra Mainyu incarnated or something. But you know, there's always some weird shenanigans, and also even if Shiro one Angra Mainyu or Avenger is not any specific version of Shiro, it still could be linked to Shiro because there's weird um reality shenanigans going on with the Rin and the cell stretch. So yeah, those are my two ideas that came to my mind just now, I guess, or kind of have been brewing in the back of my mind. Either Avenger is some version of Shiro, or Avenger is somehow linked to Shiro via Rin's Seltridge shenanigans. Okay, I move past the many voices and begin to breathe again. It's not that painful from here on. Rather, I can even feel relief. As long as I get away from from that prison, what comes next is close to the joy of birth. Prison. Yes, that place matches the description of a prison. Slander, insults, derision, the stripping of human rights, dignity, and freedom. An afterlife derived from an afterlife derived from that should be known to any person suffering for an eternity without pause. In Buddhism, it's called the hell of uninterrupted suffering. But that is vaguely different from where I came from. There wasn't only pain. That place had eternity and emptiness. Ooh, both were beyond reach. and had no meaning, even if they weren't. That's why it was painful. Because even if I gained them by some miracle, I could never understand what wasn't meant for human hands to hold. Hmm. Vaguely different from where I came from. Eternity and emptiness. Beyond reach had no meaning. Hmm. Good morning, Bissett. I raised my body from the sofa, still feeling drained after a resurrection with that I have dealt with for the umpteenth time. I check if I have control of my left hand.
よう、目覚めたか、マスター。
Mm. The now typical morning greeting from my servant. He's sitting with his back turned away, still working on his puzzle, apparently. It could be solved in just a matter of minutes, but he must have taken a liking to it. That part of him is just like a child's. If only that innocence showed in his regular behavior.
確認しますが、私はアサシンと相打ちになったのですか？
Mm.
いや、一方的に負けたよ。
Okay.
あんたの右ストレートは空振って、野郎のザバーニーヤがあんたの頭を吹っ飛ばした。
Okay, so we are talking about the actual assassin, Hassan, instead of Kojiro. That straight right punch of yours hit air while his Zabania blew your head off. That's a graphic.
すごかったぜ。パンって脳みそが破裂して上半身が吹っ飛ばされてた。脳を丸ごと火薬に変えて体を吹き飛ばすなんて手の込んだ殺し方だよな。脳みそ掴んだならそのまま引きずり出して終わりだってのに。
Hmm. My servant is prattling on cheerfully. Yeah. We haven't seen any of these shades or the monster wolf thingies on their side, only on the MES side. So as far as we know, we've now been defeated by Hassan, who was only visible or who was only active during Heaven's Field, as far as we knew, and then we've been defeated by Saber Altar and whatever the fuck it was, Edelfelt sisters, Rin and Sakura. I don't know. I imagine my body without its upper half and sicken myself as a result. I recall my fight with the assassin. I met Assassin's Master by accident at the forest behind the school. The enemy consisted of just one lone master. I saw no servant. I charged into combat. The enemy master was a skilled dole user and controlled countless automata as if they were his own limbs. The French doles, equipped with precise killing mechanisms, were a threat, but I was well acquainted with how to deal with doles. Hold on a minute. Zoken doesn't use doles as far as I know. Right? Yeah. I mean, Caster, no. Caster uses bones. Bone soldiers or whatever. Sakura definitely not, and Shinji not. Who? I mean, uh, if we go beyond beyond Stay Night, there is I guess she kind of showed up at the very end of the epilogue scene of Heaven's Feel. Togo Aozaki is a skilled dole user? Question mark. But this is him, so I don't know. Who is a male who uses doles? I'm honestly stunned. I don't know. Should I know? I feel like I should know. Maybe we're talking about, I don't know. I was thinking Gilgamesh or Caster from Zero, but even those are like, nope. Caster from Zero uses something very different. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sorry if I should know immediately. Maybe it's meant to be a mystery for now. Okay, let's just roll with it. I also have had experience fighting in a free-for-all with the monsters nesting in the city. Okay, so we have fought these monsters. Oh right, of course we have. Yeah, sorry for my earlier mistake. We definitely have seen them. Yeah, in the house. Yeah, inside the house we have definitely seen the monster. So it was a simple matter of overwhelm the master. If only one of the dolls had not worn a skull mask. Are we talking about Kirei? Like, and you are confusing all the assassins to be dolls? Maybe?
まさかサーバント。
The moment I realized what he was, I was hit by multiple poisonous needles. Assassin, a class where one specific heroic spirit is chosen, but whose abilities change with each Holy Grail war. As the name that was the source of the word assassin was one that multiple assassins inherited, a different one would become assassin for each war. Assassin is a group, not one being, and one of them, the assassin selected this time, was a midget of a height no taller than up to an adult's knees. Was he like that when he was alive, or was this a special characteristic exaggerated by becoming a servant? Assassin did not have the build of a dwarf that would appear in a fairy tale. He had a form as cultivated as that of an acrobat. He could have been a clown from a circus, a worthless heroic spirit with a small body. However, it was a strong advantage for the class of assassin. Not only did it make detecting his presence difficult, the area that could be hit was overwhelmingly small. His speed was among the fastest of the servants. Tracking his body racing through the trees with unmodified eyes was difficult. In addition, no, rather, the reason for the name was the one-hit noble phantasm that he possessed. By the time I fully understood the disadvantage I had on this terrain, poison had immobilized my legs. I was confident that I could catch him on a flat plain with nowhere to hide, but in a forest with many obstructions, I was helpless. Knowing that, I made my final bet using my life as a gambling chip. I used the left side of my body to lure Assassin out of the shadow of the trees. Assassin would judge that I could not retaliate, and then move towards my left side at lightning speed. I would then counterattack with a full force straight right into him. The timing was perfect. The charging assassin could not dodge either right or left and couldn't completely nullify the effects of the impact by blocking. That was the drawback of having a small body. Yet not even that slowed him down. Just before the impact, he jumped and landed on my fist with a comical plop on my straight right, the one I prided on having a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. And as a counter, no less.
嘘。
Spooky. I do have a rich record of sorts of. I do have a rich record of sorts in combat, but this was the first time that I had seen an enemy scuttle towards me on my arm. It brought to mind images of unbelievably miraculous deeds, such as standing on the tip of a lance. The assassin extended his left hand to my face, and my consciousness was cut off at that point. Oof.
悪夢だ。
I mutter.
どうした？まだ体が硬いのか？
いえ、調子は万全です。蘇生にも慣れましたから。今の胸焼けはあなたのおかげです。最後の瞬間、アサシンの手が額に触れた感触を思い出しまして。
あ、そうか。悪い悪い。気が利かなくて申し訳ない。
Cackling, he continues with his puzzle. What he's really laughing at is my own failure. This is nothing like teasing. That man is host to a personality disorder that makes him laugh over sad news as much as over anything comical.
いいです。そちらにも慣れましたから。それでアベンジャー、あなたが私をここまで運んできたのですか？
いや、俺も殺された。二人一緒に一日前の今に戻ったわけだ。やられたのは0時ジャストだったからな。
There's been almost no progress. How many days have passed since I woke up in this mansion? We haven't even passed the 4th night yet, me neither. Perhaps out of disappointment with myself, I grasped the earring in my pocket unconsciously. I took it with me when I left my country. It's probably some kind of a protective charm. I don't remember why I had brought it, but it must be something like an amulet, judging by how carefully I kept it tucked away.
しかし、ありゃマスターのせいじゃないぜ。あのアサシンが変すぎたんだよ。あんたの拳、確かに当たってたしな。ま、気に病むことはないんじゃない？あんたは俺っていうハンデがあるんだ。初戦で相手に宝具を使わせたのは賞賛に値する。
I guess. And now we have knowledge of that.
気休めです。いくら前線しようと死んでしまっては何にもなら。
No, that's our advantage. I haven't made full use of it yet, but this servant can bring the dead back to life. As long as our contract is still in effect, I will continue to be resurrected.
そうか。この方法でも問題はない。いえ、むしろこれがあなたの武器だ。利用しない手はない。私たちは相打ちでいいのですね。
Yep. Learn a little bit more with each life, although this will definitely take a toll on your mental over time. By gaining information on the enemy like this, eventually we will be able to defeat them using the appropriate preparations to ensure victory.
これで有利なのは私たちだ。
Yeah.
アサシンの特徴が分かった以上、あとはいかに平地におびき寄せるかだけ。
I clench my right fist. At this rate, I don't have to wait for the enemy masters to be weakened. A perfect victory is achievable. If I eliminate them one by one straight out, even the association would treat me a little...
割と順応してるんだな、マスター。
Hmm.
こんなに負けが続いてるんだ。てっきり落ち込んでるか、俺の不甲斐なさに呆れてるのかと思ったんだが。
She is pragmatic and she just saw your usefulness with your resurrection ability or saw more useful stuff regarding it, so, you know, it's all good.
いえ、それは確かにそうなのですが。
Come to think of it, what am I thinking? Even if I do have this ability, I have been defeated again and again, and becoming careless. Had I tried hard enough, I should have been able to defeat Assassin. But instead, I am taking my time, prolonging the final battle until I feel that I have learned enough about these abilities. It is as if... No, that couldn't be true. Like... Your servant is doing something to make you lose your resolution? Is that what you're going for? As the representing magus from of the association, I'm only fighting battles that can't be lost.
ま、日数を重ねてるわけじゃねえからいいけどさ。時間を幾分無駄に使ってるよな、俺たち。
The servant stands up. Leaving the puzzle unfinished, he walks towards the entranceway.
続けようぜ、マスター。まだ調べてない場所があるだろう。
Is this true? At least Emiya hasn't checked all the places at all the times yet. Led on by the servant, I also rise up from the sofa. Carrying Raj over my shoulder, I grip the earring in my pocket one more time and leave for the Holy Grail War. Yeah, we haven't seen Hassan, the assassin with the mask at all in Emiya's side. On Emiya's side. Hello, Bazette. This is going to be a little sudden, but Bazette Fraga Macromates is one weird lady. We're back from into Avengers POV. Her outsides and her insides are weird. First of all, they don't match. Now, on the outside, she looks like my personal favorite, the dignified, mature woman. What's on the inside, though, is a lowly coward with no self-esteem. To hide that, she's put her body and psyche through some rigorous training. I guess, rather what I'd like to be true is that she's the kind of woman that likes bullying herself. Has to be that. Yep, after all, she was able to put herself through more training than normal. The able woman armor she built up out of all of that sure is a tough one. Good looks and structural strength all but guaranteed. Except if you want to be able to move wearing a suit of armor, it's gotta have a few gaps, and that's where I sometimes get the opportunity to see the real Bazette peeking through. I don't have to bother saying what that's like. Anything protected by a suit of armor for years ought to be kinda like a smooth boiled egg without a shell. Refreshingly cute enough to make me want to munch parts of it away. Man. But the thing is, no matter how adorable the insides might be, the armor she built up for over 10 years is too damn stubborn. Once she gets into mission battle mode, any man would probably drop whatever fantasies or lust he could possibly have for her. Here's an example that just happened. Okay?
空腹になりました。 食事をとりましょう。
That came out of nowhere. After beating the crap out of 3 monsters, she said that as if she was measuring her pulse, right? And we definitely saw them fighting a big bunch of the monsters before too. I don't know how I forgot that too.
あなたも付き合いなさい。私からの魔力提供だけでは味気ないでしょ。
Hmm. Said a master that was awfully caring of her servant. Except the place she barged into without any hesitation was the beef bowl store right in front of us. Udon or something. Even I knew about this. The cheapest, worst, and most common place to eat in Shinto. Just so you know, even if there was nobody around, there were other places to get a meal. There was even one of those expensive places that seemed like they would suit Bizet just 100 meters ahead. But she still picked the place in front of us. No mistake, she picked it because it just happened to be the closest one around. Yeah, very pragmatic.
何か不満でも。
いや、不満というか、不思議というか。
では行きましょう。実体化を忘れないように。
There was no stopping her. In the end, Bazette paid for the food coupon in a snap, got beef bowls and miso soup for 2, gobbled it all down in 3 minutes flat, and went outside. Very effective.
やはり何か不満でも。
不満つうか、不思議つうか。今の飯、うまかった？
量は多かったですね。スープは余分でした。ですが、調理時間が1分弱というのは素晴らしい。次からはあの店を利用しましょう。
That's all she had to say about it. She saw mealtime as nothing more than a way to get nutrition. Unrefined and unreasonable is what it was. Osaka mansion. We were looking at the base of one of the known masters. After a thorough investigation, we judged that no one was inside.
アベンジャー、扉のロックを解除できますか？
Ooh.
まあ割と単純なやつなら解析はできるかな。けどあんたがやった方が確実だぜ。教会屈指の魔術師なんだろ。
鍵開けは得意分野ではありません。あなたに任せます。
And that's how I ended up doing it. My master is weak at this kind of delicate work.
じゃ、
sorry.
任された。少し時間もらうぞ。ここのはちょい厄介なんだ。
My master is weak at this kind of delicate work, apparently. Made for total violence, she is. Okay, then let's leave it to me. Give me some time. This one's gonna be a little tough. I shoved my arm into the roots of a tree in the garden. Okay. In the garden that's set to the side of the entryway. Astral bodies are useful for stuff like this. I can overlay my own circuits onto magic somehow. Whack. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. 30 seconds. 40 seconds. Yeah.
何してんだあんた。
She just plain out smashed the whole damn thing into oblivion.
侵入します。援護。
Not efficient enough. That was her only excuse. Nope, that wasn't even an explanation. And more importantly, this wasn't a raid. Putting her leather gloves on, Bazette charged into the enemy's base with no hesitation. Unrefined, unreasonable, and lazy is truly what it was. Funny. Okay, park. We've finally reached the park. Physically, I'm only a little tired, but mentally, I'm exhausted. If I could dematerialize, I'd be able to cut the physical fatigue. But since I can't, I have to walk on my bare materialized feet. What do you mean you can't? Wasn't Bizet earlier saying that remember to materialize? Right? Or is it because you're so mentally tired that you are not able to focus on dematerializing? Hmm.
水
I head for the park fountain. There are drops of white liquid on the road, starting from the top of the hill and leading to where I am now. That's right, it's traces of the milk that I've been soaked with. What do you mean?
おい離れてんなよ俺たちは協力関係だろもっと近くに寄れよマスター
Are you covered in some magical milk that make it so you cannot dematerialize? I swivel around. Yeah? You springed some trap that Tosaka had set. Whoa, Bazette of all people is laughing. She sure is.
あのよこれあんたの無鉄砲な行動の結果なんだけどなマスターの危機をかばってこうなったわけついでに言うと館の風呂もそこらの民家の風呂も使うなってんでここまで降りてきたのもあんたの指示なんだけどさ
Okay. So I followed all of her instructions, and this is my reward? What kind of a spoiled princess does she think she is?
それは感謝しています。あなたがかばってくれなかったら、私がそうなっていた。
Like hell you are. Shit, I think I'm going to give her a big hug, and not leave her out of the fun.
どうしましたベンジャー水道はあっちですよミルクでも目に入りましたか
Fun. I am so going to kill you. If we're going to run with the cow theme, I want to give Bull versus Matador a try. Sure. Then again, there's no way I'd ever catch that walking weapon.
あくそあんなトラップ黙っとけばよかったんだあーつまんねイベント見逃した
True.
いや本気で損したぞなんかマスターみたいな可愛げのない女がミルクに溺れるなんてすげえ美味しい絵面じゃんか
アベンジャーマスターとしての命令ですくだらないことを言っていないで早く体を洗いなさい
There we go. Got her to finally do something about it. Alright, I say, and go to remove the filth from my body. Once the excess is removed, I can dematerialize. Oh. While I'm covered with that milk, dematerialization is impossible. Like, I don't know why my guess was correct, but like, it's kind of funny that it was, but like, why is it just that it's some excess that prevents you from dematerializing? It doesn't matter that what excess substance it is, or is it specifically milk? What properties does milk have, or is it some kind of magical version of milk that makes this impossible? We need answers, game. We need answers. This is critical and crucial lore. Could have been an anti-servant trap, but it might also have had a more dramatic effect on a normal body. Anyway, we hadn't found anything worthwhile in that mansion. And on the way out, it's activated when the intruders leave, I bet. We set off the trap in the entranceway. So, maybe magical.
しかしなんだって牛乳なんだよ
because
この国じゃ
it's
動物の父に魔除け信仰でもあんのかよ。
no, Rin would love just messing around with people, and milk starts to stink eventually, so you know. I can't believe I don't think I've ever heard of such things. Would be kind of funny. See a cow shrine.
ねえよな。本気でただの嫌がらせじゃねえのかこれ。
どうでしょうね。けど相手にも慈悲はあります。
I feel like that trap would have been set specifically for Shinji, because Rin would think Shinji would break in, and then just get Shinji covered in milk would be a funny thing in Rin's mind.
物が取れたての新鮮な牛乳で助かりましたね。アベンジャー。
She points out the silver lining to this while smothering her laughter. That's not what the problem is, lady. We continue our patrol. Kill the monsters and to find the masters. Bazette wanders the city under the pretense of both. What a roundabout way of doing things. This isn't going to win the war. Bazette is looking for something else. What makes it roundabout is the fact that Bazette herself doesn't realize it. She's anxious because she can't totally forget that. Makes me want to have a certain idiot who forgot about his own power follow her example. Wait. She's anxious because she can't totally forget that. Makes me want to have a certain idiot who forgot about his own power follow her example. So, are you referring to Shiro here? Because of what just happened in the actual plot? Or on Shiro's side? Huh. Or are you talking about yourself? Question mark? But no, probably not. Interesting. Don't know what to make of that. It just makes you more omniscient, I guess. You have knowledge beyond what I would have expected. Although, funnily enough, if this is talking about Shiro, that does lend credence to my idea of Avenger being some form of Shiro. She's acting a little strange. Maybe she had some bad experience at a harbor. They're looking at the sea for some time.
アベンジャー。私たちは多くのマスターと戦ってきた。
Yeah.
セイバー、アーチャー、キャスター、ライダー、アサシン、そしてあなた。
Yeah, so we're missing Berserker and Lancer. Okay.
まだ直接出会っていない敵はアインツベルンのマスターとサーバントだけです。
そうなるな。今んとこ全部黒星ってのがパッとしねえ話だけど。
Master and servant of the Ainsburns. But you're missing two servants here unless you specifically are replacing Lancer? I don't know. Yeah, sounds about right. Of course, I'm not really happy that so far there's been nothing but black marks.
明確な勝利はまだ一度もない。いかに相手が破格の使いまであるサーバントといっても誇れたことではありません。
Hmm. Bizet grits her teeth. Not from the pain of defeat, but because she is trying to rouse herself.
弱気になっているのは分かっています。それでもあなたの意見を聞かせてほしい。
Like, do you think like about yourself? Like, are you able to defeat them or?
その私たちは勝てると思う。
Yeah, definitely. With this kind of power, it's inevitable.
戦力的に劣るのが事実でも、こうして繰り返していけば、いつか。
One of these days, we should win the war, right? Her eyes ask. We're losing because we don't have enough experience. If Bizet uses me like a little for Bizet uses me a little for fighting, and if I tell her what my real noble phantasm is, there is no servant we can't handle. Your real noble phantasm. Go on. Well, we'll pick up a victory pattern of sorts anyway, whether we want one or not, so I really don't need to tell her now. But...
いつか負けることはなくなるだろう。
Mm-hmm.
それよりさ、戦いに勝てるかって話が私から私たちに変わってるぜ、マスター。
Avenger is so smug right now. Can picture his smile. I just had to point that out because I found it amusing. Oh, cute.
いえ、そうですか。私は別に意識していたわけではないのですが。
そりゃ余計に面白い。無意識に俺のことを信用してるってことだもんな。
Mm.
何？愛情？仲間として愛情が芽生えたと取っていいのか
？Growing towards me as a friend? I mean, maybe.
ふざけてないで話を続けますから。それで負けないという根拠は何ですか？隠していないで正直に報告してください。
Without hiding anything. Yeah.
根拠はまだないが、そのうち結果は出る。
Okay. So instead of thinking that with enough repeats you will learn all possible patterns and then be able to counter them, you think that something else will change. Is that right?
あんたにはサーバントを倒す切り札があるんだろ？それと同じで、俺にはサーバントを少しだけ足止めさせる切り札がある。
Okay.
これだけ揃ってれば、あとは立ち回り次第だ。それはこれから息を合わせればいい。
Sure.
切り札ですか？宝具を複数持っているのですか？あなたは。
いや、俺は一つしか持っていない。蘇生はまあ俺じゃなくてアンリマイとしての後付けなんだ。
Right.
俺の宝具はアベスターの偽物でね。ああ、それは帰ったら教えてやるよ。
Okay. Interesting. Avesta is a support type noble phantasm that records records events by its own volition. On the level of an automatic typewriter, basically. Absolutely useless in a fight. The advantage is that it is able to put into words emotions that are indescribable and ones that you wouldn't even be aware of. A noble phantasm that's incapable of harming anyone befitted the name of Vesta, a book that inscribes all things correctly. My noble phantasm, yeah, it's just a little bit of an imitation of that, but...
とにかく、これ以上負けたくないって言うんなら、あんたも本気になれ。あんたの戦闘能力はマスター随一だ。
probably excluding Shiro when he goes crazy mode. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how crazy Kuzuki is in battle.
下手すりゃ素でサーバントを倒しかねないってのに、なんでそう自信がねえんだよ。
それは確かにサーバントであろうと遅れを取る気はありませんが、私にできることは戦闘だけです。他の技術はマスター中最低だと思います。
No, you really are not. There is Shinji and there is Shiro, who are like not good at many things. They're just specialized in some things.
いいじゃねえかそれで。
Shinji not in anything really.
なんで腕っぷしが強いことに罪悪感持ってんのかね。割とみっともないぜ、そういうの。
私は別に罪悪感など持っていません。今まで殺めてきた命に未練も後悔もない。
頼もしいね、鉄の女。その域でもっと頑張れ。ま、これ以上頑張られると俺の立つ瀬がねえんだけどな。あんた、今のままでも俺の10倍は強いしさ。
ええ、分かりきったことですね。あなたが戦闘面で頼りにならないことは初日で痛感していますから。
そうそう。ああ、けど人間殺し競争なら俺が一番だぞ。こればっかりは向き不向きがあるからな。
Sure, dude. Sure.
って一番じゃねえか。世界で2番か3番だった。
Right. I'm either second or third in the world. Okay.
あなたより上の人殺しがいるの？
いるぜ。犬と雲。こいつらにはまあどうやっても追いつけない。質はともかくスピードが違うんだよ、スピードが。
There's this dog and spider. I don't really know what those are referring to. Maybe I should know, but I just don't. Maybe the spider is referring to no, I was thinking that maybe it was referring to what's her name from Carmilla? Yeah, Carmilla. But probably not. I don't think she has any specific spider themed things going on. It's just that she has a very gothic and spooky, bad, evil vibe going on. No idea about the dog. Never got into a competition with them or even met them, but I understand it as an undeniable fact. It's just like how a spider knows how to spin a web from the moment of birth. I learned that's how the rules were from the moment I was called Angramainu.
英霊として速さでは勝てないという制約を受けているのですね。
Sure, okay.
アベンジャー、あなたはアンリマユという名称を受けていると言いましたが、それは神名ではないでしょう。あなたの生前の名は何というのです？
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind if he says some name we already know.
それはわからないって言っただろ。
Yeah, just one of the villagers.
俺に名前はないんだって。アンリマユってのが発音しづらかったらアンリで構わないけど。
そんなはずはない。自分の名前ぐらいは思い出せるはずだ。いえ、私も人のことは言えませんが、名前は全ての始まりです。生まれ落ちた時に与えられた名は振り返って人生を表すものだ。思い出せないのならそんな悠長に口笛など吹いてはいられないはずです。
わかんねえやつだな。 だから名前はないんだ。英雄として扱われるときに剥奪された。
Okay.
俺のところは呪いだけは一級品でね。呪術的に剥離されたんで、生まれた時の名前も自分がなんて呼ばれていたのかもわからない。
Okay.
思い出せとか言われても、もうそんな記録はこの世のどこにもないわけだ。
Sure, sure. Her name, if you think about it, is your own life, huh? She's got a bit of a silver tongue on her. I can't just sit back and lose to her, so I guess I'll tell her a few things. Ooh. This is a common old story. In it, there is a man whose life is saved by his friend. Save the man, that friend dies. The man took the name of the friend who died to save him, and from then on, saved the lives of many. This was to give what remained in the world after his deeds, his life, everything, to his friend who had wagered his life for him. This is I've heard this kind of a story in another place, and it's very, very sad and very I don't know, noble, and I like it a lot. There's nothing heartwarming about the story. I mean, yeah, there's not. It's very heart-wrenching, but you know, the idea that the survivor still honors the other's name and tries to not let their name and deeds go unheard of is very much appreciated. There's nothing heartwarming about a story like that, not at all. To put it simply, that man died long ago when he swore to lie about his own name and use his friends. Sure.
では、あなたの生前の名前はもう
ないよ。けど今の呼び名は気に入ってる。生まれた時の名前よりそっちで呼ばれたのが長いからな。愛着もあるし、馴染みも深いさ。
なるほど。生誕の名は失われましたが、以後の名称は英雄として呼び親しまれたものだったのですね。称号といえど、人々から喝采を受けた名だ。気に入らないはずがない。申し訳ありません。あなたに謝らなければ。早合点して見当違いの同情などしてしまった。
まあ、あんたが気にすることでもないし、謝ることはないんだけど。
It's okay to come to a hasty conclusion, but pity is bad. If you're going to pity me, give me some love instead. Please love me. Okay, dude.
まあ、罰として、次はあんたの番にしよ
う。
名前は人生なんだろ。マスターのフルネームは大行だからな。さぞかしご立派な思い出話があるんだろうさ。
Yeah, I would appreciate some backstory on her past.
私の昔話ですか？
Yes.
いえ、やめておきましょう。きっとつまらない。あなたを喜ばすようなものでは。
いいんだ。つまんなくても。ほら、謝ってくれるんだろう、マスター。大丈夫。まだ知らない話なら何だって俺には面白いからさ。
わかりました。ほんと、口は災いのもとですね。
That's absolutely right. Oh, but most myths have something good happening after a disaster. It would be nice if my master could get that kind of a special reward too. Ooh.
以上が私の経歴です。
Oh.
満足しましたか？
Fuck you, game, for skipping that. Also, work record. I don't think he asked about the work record, although I would be kind of interested in learning about that too. More about your past before you started working, please. Thank you.
まあ、客観的には理解できた。
I wonder how long this is going to go because the episode has gone on. This part has gone on for quite a while now. Whoa. Almost 2 hours. This might end just in a bit, but it's gone on for a long time already. I feel like I'm gonna end it here, and we'll pick up next time. Even if sorry if this is the very end of this part, but this bit about Basset is very short, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, Patreon for 2-week early access. Yeah, see ya. Bye.